My man is finally getting himself a fight. And if you guys didn't see the last one, he had a very intense fight. It went his way in the Epic Fighting Cage. And then he basically called out all these people who have been ducking him forever, saying that basically every time he wants to fight, every time he thinks he has a fight, the fighter backs out. Fighters refuse to fight him. And now we're here with someone who's not backing out. Tell us a little bit about why you think these fighters keep backing out and how you think this fight's going to go.
The biggest thing about it is I have a lot of experience under my belt. I've been doing this for a very long time. I got my debut when I was 19, so I've been fighting nothing but some of the best guys in Cali in my division for the longest time. A lot of these guys are pretty green. They want to make their records stay pretty, and undefeated records are great, but it depends on who you're fighting. So if you keep fighting guys,
doesn't mean anything if you're fighting scrubs.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm excited for this fight. Alvarez, he's a tough kid. I know he's a purple belt out of 10 Planet, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. He's 3-0. He's got some good fights under his belt. In terms of the caliber of guys he's beaten, I just don't think he's faced a guy like me yet. I don't think he's fought anyone close to where my level's at. I've been fighting killers my entire career. This is my third time main eventing now in my career, second time for Epic. So I've been on that big stage. I've been under that pressure. I'm not afraid to go in there and lose. I've already tasted that. So the biggest thing I can say is I just hope he's ready for a really tough fight. It's not going to be as easy as he thinks it is. I think he's going to go out there and try and just take me down off the rip and won't even try and stand with me. But this is MMA, so I don't know. I think it's going to be a very tough night. I'm confident knowing that as soon as I go out there, anything he tries to throw at me, I'm going to be ready for.
So tell us about how for the people that didn't see your last fight, or last couple fights. So tell us how it's been going.
It's been going okay. My most recent sub was an Epic. I fought Christopher Jordan at Epic 50, I believe. That was a pretty good fight. Mm-hmm. I tried to get right back in the saddle right away after that, but I took a little bit of an injury. Had to come back, get healthy, get strong. And then I just fought March 18th, and I got a 13-second knockout over Cody Walton. Super tough competitor. Took his O. I knew right away. I knew if he beat me, he'd be fighting in this spot for the title against Allen. So I knew I kind of solidified my entrance into the title picture with that.
You definitely earned it. So if the fight goes your way, who do you want next?
That's a bit of a hard question. This is about to be my 10th amateur fight. Obviously, I'm going to be pretty excited winning a title. It's a good accolade I want to have. Mm-hmm. It's up to my coaches, and we got to kind of sit down if the next step is to either get another fight as an amateur or make that transition to the pros. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely overdoing this stuff for free. So We'll see. I'm going to listen to my coaches, listen to my team, and we'll see what's next. But as long as there are contenders, I'm here. So whoever is next after this, if I do say it amateur, it doesn't matter who the name is. I'm signing that contract. So.
What are you looking for as far as like your teammates and your where do you feel like you're putting the most focus as far as sharpening your tools?
Yeah, definitely making sure I'm staying sharp and making sure everything's where it needs to be. That transition from amateur to pro is a big deal. I feel like a lot of these amateurs don't really understand the level of how heavy that transition is. Amateur is one thing, but when you go pro, it's longer rounds, elbows, knees to the face. And you're fighting pros. You're fighting killers from all around. You're not fighting guys that are maybe testing the waters at AMI to see if they want to do this, or it's maybe their weekend warrior type of job. Like, these are guys that are putting everything in to try and kill you.
Who's your toughest training partner right now?
Jeff Creighton, without a doubt. Jeff Creighton, he's about to get into the UFC here pretty soon. Just got a big win over Joey Davis in Bellator. Took another undefeated guy off the roster. I train with him every single day. He is my main training partner, my head coach. He has turned me into an absolute animal. Every violent finish I'm going to be getting from here on out is because of him. It's why I've gotten 2 quick first-round finishes in my last 2 fights. He is a technician on the mat, and just I make sure I hold myself accountable and trying to – I don't know how to explain it. I want to be where they're at. So all these guys in my gym that are pros and that I've looked up to and that I've grown up with over the years training, they have what I want in terms of – I want to get to that level. I want to show my coaches that, I'm ready to grow up from an amateur to pro, but also I want to make sure that I'm growing with my guys in the gym. And it's nice because I kind of get that little bit of a taste every time I go with them to pro events or corner them or train with them. I kind of am getting a little bit of a taste of what that's like when I make that transition. So I want to make sure I'm holding myself accountable to their level. And that's making me push myself in the gym. You can see me right now. I don't look too pretty right now. I'm beat up. I'm sore. I got black eyes.
Better than the last guy.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I'm putting the work in every single day with guys that are absolute monsters. So it makes my confidence as high as it could be.
How much of training with Jeff Creighton, for example, and then going in and finishing people really quick, violent, how much of that do you feel is absorbing his skill and technique or absorbing his mental capacity?
Pretty much both. Mental wise, the biggest thing we need to instill in me is I need to realize that not everyone in this sport is immortal. Everyone in this sport is the same. We all bleed the same. Like I feel like some guys when they start getting hype behind them, they get idolized in a sense where, oh my God, this dude's so good. He's this and this. That's just not the case. Everyone bleeds the same way. Every undefeated fighter has the same kind of chin, the same kind of heart, the same kind of everything you do. It's in here. How are you going to beat him? I mean, I personally think I'm one of the best welterweights in California. I've been on a really tough journey to even get to this spot, so I just don't think anyone wants it as bad as I do. Mentally, physically, I've been putting in the work, and I've made it my life mission since I started training just to make it so I'm gonna get where I want to go, and that's the UFC. So no matter what, I just feel like I have that little bit of an edge over these guys. I fought tough dudes. I've been on the losing streaks. I've been on win streaks. I've tasted all parts of it now. So there's really not much anyone can throw at me that I'm like, oh, I haven't seen before. So
I love it.
yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans out there?
I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support and all the love you guys have been giving me. I promise May 12th, I'm going to knock this dude the fuck out and take that title home.
You heard it here. EpicFighting.com, May 12th. Get your tickets. Tickets go up the closer you get to it, and the tickets are available at the door, but for a higher price. So we always recommend you save a little bit of money, save a little hassle, and get your tickets on EpicFighting.com. Follow us on the social medias at Epic Fighting and watch it live, EpicFightingLive.com. We'll see you there.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jason.